college material, right? I didn't have anybody helping me fill out applications or taking me to college visits. As a matter of fact, when other kids' parents were taking their kids to college visits, my dad took me around to different factories and had me fill out job applications and drop them off. True story. So, again, a year later I decided that I was not cut out to do factory work, and there's nothing wrong with that. I was not cut out for that. I needed to use my brain, and I decided to go to community college. So, it obviously wasn't my first choice to go to a community college, and I don't know that any of you sitting here would say the same thing, that you woke up one day and said, I want to go to community college, or you at 18, you know, as you're kind of talking about lying about where you're going to go to college, you remember in your junior, senior year where we're saying, well, everybody always says they're going to go to some college out of state, or I'm going to Florida, or I'm going to Hawaii, and you know, all the adults around are like, we can't afford that. But most of us, again, we don't wake up and say, well, I want to attend a community college. But I think anybody that's ever graduated from a community college, or even attended a community college for at least a semester or two and given it a shot, has realized the value of it. You know, it's a myth that community colleges are, you know, a second, you know, chance or a subpar version of academia. That's just simply not true. If again, by virtue of you sitting here, I can tell that you've already taken advantage of the opportunities and network. At a community college, you have so many opportunities to work one-on-one with people who have been in the field that you are interested in becoming a member of. You have people who work with you closely to try to place you into jobs to make sure that you enter the career, the workforce. Those things happen at universities, obviously, but I don't think that I know that you don't get the one-on-one contact that you get with people that you do at a community college. There are a lot of other advantages of community colleges, but so again, while it's time to celebrate, you know, it's time to think about what you've accomplished. You know, think about how many of you are graduating this May. Is anybody graduating this May? Congratulations. So think about what you've accomplished for a second. I'm going to be quiet for like 10 seconds and just seriously think about some of the obstacles that you overcame to remain in college, to get near graduation, or to be sitting in the seat right now. Think about some of the hardships that you've overcame, some of the panic attacks that you've overcame, some of the days that you said, I don't want to do this anymore. Just think about that for a second. So being a part of this honor society, this fraternity, is, you know, the way I want to say this is like anybody can join a group, right? For the most part, but that's not enough a lot of times. You know, just being a part of a group, saying that I'm a part of a group, isn't enough. You got to be active. I want to challenge you guys to take advantage of this opportunity to use the resources that Phi Theta Kappa offers you in the development of your scholarship, your future learning, in your overall well-being. You know, to me, life is about personal enrichment. It's about finding yourself. This is an opportunity to use resources to help you pursue further enrichment. You should do this for your families. You should do this to set a precedent for your families, that it's important to be civically active, that it's important to pursue scholarly endeavors. You should do it for Cincinnati State, because this is your community. You are at a community college, and we are all a family here. Do it for the public good. You know, that's maybe corny, you know, sometimes to hear, like, you know, do your civic duty. You know, voting is probably one of the easiest acts of your civic duty you can possibly do, but being civically engaged is one of the hardest things to do, to be actively engaged in your community. So do it for your community. So I was very interested in the hallmarks that you're agreeing to embody as a member of the society, and I wanted to go through each one and briefly talk about them ask you to think about how you might apply these hallmarks. And the first one is scholarship. So to me, scholarship isn't about knowing all the answers, or beating your family in Jeopardy, or whipping your friend's butt in Trivial Pursuit, or winning a political debate just because you've taken a couple of English classes and a political science class, and you know how you're going to beat your uncle who's always talking about politics in a debate. That's not what scholarship is about. Scholarship is asking a question that nobody has answered and trying to answer it. Scholarship is about asking, why are things the way they are? How can I improve the way things are? And about solving it. That's what scholarship is about. So pursue questions that matter. Pursue questions like, why should I have to go into thousands of dollars of debt to get a college education? You should be questioning things like that, very loudly, as well as any societal goal. That is your job as a member of the society. Leadership is not management. Leadership is not that one person who has millions of people surrounding him or her, chanting his or her name. That is not leadership. Leadership is not management. Leadership happens when people are afforded the opportunity to express their passions, to go after their passions. Leadership is empowering another individual to be the best they can be. That's what leadership is. So don't look at leadership, please don't look at leadership as, I'm the man, or I'm the woman, I'm in charge. It's not about that. Leadership is about solidarity. Service, don't think of service as volunteerism, as I'm going to go help the homeless person, or I'm going to go feed the hungry or tutor the little kid. Don't think of service like that if you do service through this organization. Service is an opportunity to be directly involved into a societal issue, to an issue that needs to be improved in our society. You get the opportunity to take part in solving that problem, but you learn from those that you quote unquote serve more than they learn from you. And so if you choose service as your path, know that you should be doing this in the spirit of improving society, not making yourself feel better. And finally, fellowship. In today's society is something that we seem to be lacking very much of, fellowship. To me, fellowship just means caring about people. It doesn't matter if I agree with you or you agree with me, or you like what I wear, or I like what you listen to. Fellowship is the ability to look around and say, we're all different and this is pretty cool. So again, don't look at this as I'm not familiar with LinkedIn. You get badges on LinkedIn. So they are, whatever. Don't look at this Phi Theta Kappa as a badge or a resume builder. Use it. Use it to enrich your lives and improve your community. So thank you for allowing me to speak. And again, congratulations and have a wonderful day.
Thanks a lot, man. I want to take this time on behalf of the Beta Gamma Sigma chapter to present you with this gift.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting it. Well, hello.
Thanks a lot.
Comes the fun part. Honored guest and fellow Phi Theta Kappa members, I'm pleased to present to you these candidates for membership in our Honor Society. These students have fulfilled all requirements for membership and have been selected because they have chosen scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship as their hallmarks. I recommend them for acceptance into the Beta Gamma Sigma chapter of the Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society of two-year colleges. You are about to be inducted into a scholarly fellowship which embraces two-year colleges not only of your own state, but of the nation and the world. This fellowship is Phi Theta Kappa and your chapter is Beta Gamma Sigma. After the induction, you will find among the members an atmosphere of scholarship to which you must give of yourself in order that the organization may be meaningful to you. Our ideals may be expressed in the words of Theodore Roosevelt. Scholarship is of worth chiefly when it is productive, when the scholar not merely revives or acquires, but gives.
I have in my hand a torch, symbolic of knowledge, the servant of wisdom, which dwells with prudence and leads in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment.
I have the